This is Assembly Required.
Feeling good, buddy. Feeling good.
I am too.
The one.
This is it. And I'm very excited because we have an excellent trio of makers.
Okay, let's see what we got.
Let's go to the videotape.
My name is Michael Harvey. I'm a theatrical rigger and a general contractor, and I live in Beverly Hills, California.
The dude lives in Beverly Hills. I didn't see that coming.
I have a pretty broad skill set. My carpentry is what I call slash and burn style. Just cut that sucker, burn through the wood, and make it into something that's useful.
Nice.
I like that.
This forge, I actually built after watching a YouTube video. I started doing blacksmithing. If you can imagine things, who knows what the possibilities are?
Well, I like the fact that there's a guy with an anvil and a forge in Beverly Hills.
Okay.
So there's somebody going, Dolly, get me another lime Ricky. What's that noise? King, king, king.
Let's see the next one.
Sean James Jennings here in Dunmore, Pennsylvania. I would call my style industrial steampunk with an automotive twist to it. I also build hot rods.
I like it.
One of my specialties is fabricating industrial steampunk-inspired lamps and custom lighting, taking repurposed items of the past that once were forgotten and giving them new life. It's very rewarding.
The top hat threw me off.
It's steampunk. Punks. You know?
What are you talking about? Steampunk.
Punk.
Yeah. Wow, look at us.
Let's see the next one.
My name is Chris Epieri, and I'm from Seacliff, New York. I started out as a mechanic when I was 14 or 15. I moved into construction. When I'm not at my day job, I'm always in the shop, fabricating, welding, woodworking. I also make YouTube videos and educational content for the internet. Tim and Richard, I want you guys to know, I want to knock this one out of the park. I want to take all the skills that I have and the stuff I've learned, and I want to come out with the win.
All right. As a teenager, he started this, and he never diverted from that path. He kept being intrigued by the build, by the next job, or whatever.
All these guys seem to be up to this task.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, this is going to be fun.
I can't wait. Let's go live. Makers, welcome to Assembly Required. Can you hear us?
Yes.
Yep.
Just move your head if you can hear us. I'm Richard Karn.
I'm Richard Chaperone, just to make sure he doesn't make any mistakes and bother you guys. That's what I'm here for.
Yes, it is. Hey there, Mike. Well, you got a rigging company. What's the name of your rigging company?
St. Elmo's Fire Rigging.
Oh, boy.
You don't really want to yell that out loud in the theater. St. Elmo's Fire! Keeps people on their toes.
Hey, Sean, how you doing?
Doing good.
I relate to the images you sent us, but do you know where the word steampunk and what that means?
Started back in the early 80s. Combo of the steam-powered era with a little bit of science fiction mixed in. Basically, a lot of mechanicalism.
Yeah. Well, good to have you aboard.
Thank you.
Chris, you got a massive shop. How did you get that stuff, and where did you get it?
Just collecting equipment. I love old vintage machines. A lot of times I'm using machines that are of a similar style to make parts for a lot of this old stuff.
Yeah.
You're using machines to build parts for other machines.
That's right.
All right, well, that's what we're all about. That is what this show is going to show America.
You are some of the best makers in this country, and we're giving you the chance to prove it by building some amazing things from scratch.
Now, in this competition, you are competing entirely from your own workshops. Everything you need, you will know precisely where it is. Here's the catch. Now, only 2 of you will take on our final challenge. In the second round, 2 of you will attempt to build a more comfortable, multifunctional landscaping machine. The winner will walk away with a cash prize and, of course, all the bragging rights. All right, makers, first up is the Make or Break Challenge.
We have sent you a mystery crate of items that will test your skills as America's best builders. You will have 90 minutes to build an item of your choosing, using any or all of the items we have shipped, plus the resources in your own shop.
We'll be watching every step of the way, and you'll be able to hear us.
And when the time is up, we'll inspect your work and put it to the test. Tim and I will talk it over, and one of you will have to be eliminated. So, Tim, tell them what they're going to build.
This is really going to be odd. You're going to show us how to build a shock-absorbing food tray. Kind of like the ones in the airliner, except this one actually will absorb shock. So think of it as like an SUV food tray.
By the way, you're gonna be mounting that tray to a big plush recliner.
Remember, later we'll be testing its durability and its functionality by dropping a weight on it.
One of your children.
You got all that? Well, guess what? Your shipments have arrived. Your make or break challenge starts right
Now. I like it. They're opening boxes.
Very nice. What a fabulous chair.
It may look like a pile of junk, but we gave these makers everything they need and a lot of stuff they don't. They got to figure out what works best together and what will work with items they already have in their shops. It's all about their imagination because they are building their shock-absorbing food tray from scratch. And they only got 90 minutes to do this.
Hey, Chris, how you doing?
How's it going with that chair and your little deal?
Right now, I'm just trying to figure out exactly where I want to be with my tray.
Good.
My goal here is to make this thing with an arm so that I can get over that sort of poof of the chair.
We're going to get pedicures, so good luck. Make sure you hydrate.
Always.
Hey, Sean, how you doing there, buddy? Have you gotten your head around the shock-absorbing food tray?
Well, I got a lot of options with all these different components, at least. So I'm going to use this bracket to mount to the armrest. There's some solid wood behind there.
Maybe it'd be helpful if you somehow had a top hat.
Top hat, I left that at home. If I had time, I'd go back and get it.
Yeah, that certainly would be helpful because you don't often see people without top hats these days. Oh, wait a minute. Yes, you do. Did he just throw something over the fence?
Yeah. That's Beverly Hills for you.
That is an adorable table saw.
Yeah.
Serious business here.
Hey, Mike, how you doing there, buddy?
Pretty good.
Is that one of your support beams?
Yeah, this is going to be the bottom support for the tray.
Nice.
Just making this up as I go.
But where are your suspension components?
That's classified.
That's on a need-to-know basis.
That's a need-to-know basis.
I love that.
How do I get this thing to absorb shock? What am I supposed to do with these? I mean, how fast could I just make my own brackets? Really fast. Let's go do that. This is all hopefully to avoid having to use the angle brackets that came with it, because I don't think they're really going to work for me.
Very impressive up here, Chris.
He needed something he didn't have, so he's making it. That's American ingenuity. That's what this show's about. Boom, boom, boom.
April, please tell me you figured out what's wrong with my coffee maker.
Did
Oh, you got a flashlight.
Yes, that's what I needed.
This is a regular torque. This is a security torque.
What's the difference?
See the center point, how it's hollowed out?
Oh.
It's Hey, get this, you're gonna love it. It's to keep people from tampering with items. So you put these screws in public restrooms where
Tim.
you don't want kids like taking
Tim.
apart.
Yeah.
Bring April
We're
over
busy!
here.
We're talking
Come on.
torques.
We need your expert advice over here.
We were busy.
I know. You've got her trying to fix one of your coffee machines.
No, I'm just learning about different torques, security torque. Was it?
Security torque.
The question I'm having here is what it's going to be like when it's got a load on it.
There's actually an equation, it's called Hooke's law. The relationship between how much load and then how much is displaced is linear.
It all starts with math. It's a language that doesn't mess around. This is really peculiar. What we've asked them to do is how you'd be bouncing. It almost seems like it has to be floaty for this to operate at all, because you're talking about keeping a plate of whatever you eat. Kale, what do you eat?
I'm looking for like a 38-ounce hatchet steak.
What the hell is that?
I'm gonna go back to tinkering on the coffee pot.
All right. Thank you, April.
35 minutes left. Let's take a look at Chris here.
This,
Hey, wait a second.
put this on there, and I put 2 bolts here. This whole thing has to kind of move.
He's got the shock absorber.
May have an issue.
I'm trying to get this like knuckle to move up and down. This is not good. This is very bad.
What Chris is doing is too firm.
Not good. I can't, I got nothing.
Wow, wow, wow.
I don't think I have time to redo it.
Houston, we have a problem.
Oh, yeah, we are totally screwed. So it sort of works. Design? Yeah, not terrible. Does it work? Not so much.
Looks like you had a little setback. Why don't you spring yourself into action?
It seems too unstable.
Sean, how's it going?
Oh, the weight and the shocks just aren't mounted firmly enough. That just ain't gonna cut it. We'll have to redesign my brackets.
Well, you're going to be starting over with less than 30 minutes.
Kind of gotta go with the flow here.
Are you going to be able to finish?
I'm not used to working under this kind of time strains and pressure, but it's definitely challenging.
Good. That's what we wanted.
That's what this is about, Sean.
Well, good job with that.
But I want to see what you come up with, so get to work, man.
It's crunch time.
I need to seriously kick it up a notch, really move on this baby. Come on. And as soon as I say that, I strip the screw out.
Hey, Mike, how you doing there, buddy?
I'm putting together the suspension system so that when it gets tested, it will spring back gently and not send stuff flying everywhere.
Nice.
How the heck does that go? Who built this? Ha-ha!
All right, guys, you got 20 minutes. Don't hurry, but hurry.
20 minutes.
I gotta crank it, man. This is the last vestige here. I hope that's gonna work.
Mike is looking good. He has some bounce in that tray. Look at that. He's thinking about the test.
All right, guys, it's 2 minutes left.
Brutal. 2 minutes left. With a 4-inch screw, I think I could get something in there.
Gotta keep moving.
I'm worried about Sean. He's behind.
That design's not up to my standards there, but I don't think I got time to redo it.
Sean, go, baby, go.
The bolts hitting the track underneath.
This always gets me nervous. I didn't want to be nervous. It's the last thing I want to do is be freaking nervous.
But that's part of the fun of the competition.
Okay, so I got no time to.
3, 2, 1.
All right, you guys got to drop your hammers. It's all done.
Okay, step away from the chairs.
I am thrashed. That was a screaming fast 90 minutes.
We are now going to test your shock-absorbing trays.
Here's the test. You have a weight that's the same as the TV dinners Tim and I grew up with. Drop it on your tray, and we'll see how it holds up to the shock. A laser will measure how much it compresses. The bigger the number, the better. That means your shock-absorbing tray is doing what it's supposed to do.
All right, Chris, can you hear us?
Yep, I got you.
Let's figure out if anything works out of your laboratory.
Okay.
All right, Chris, show us what you got.
Okay, that's ½ an inch. Not great, Chris.
Whoa.
I would now have a TV dinner, a chocolate shake, and a bowl of cereal on my lap, okay? All right, let's go to Mike. Drop that little table saw you have on there. No, not that. But,
No, your neighbor's wife. Drop her on there.
Dropping.
Okay, that's 1.5 inches on our scale. 3 times more shock absorption than Chris.
Very good. Okay, Sean, show us what you got. Hey, it doesn't look like you're set up for the test. What's going on there?
Well, I needed a little more time to get to where I needed to be, but it's there. It's just not operational.
Sean, obviously you didn't get a chance to finish your build, so it can't be tested.
And because of that, Sean, we got to say goodbye to you. And I'm telling you, it's not an easy thing to say because I really admire your skill set, buddy.
That's how it goes sometimes.
Yeah, that's how it goes. Darn it.
Thanks for the opportunity, though.
You bet, man.
You're welcome.
My performance today was not what I normally am capable of. I just ran out of time, basically. It is what it is.
Hey, look, Chris, I feel like you got a pass on your trade table. We'll never know because Sean didn't finish. You're moving on, buddy.